second core value is passionate worship. Your first thought may be, does that mean like singing really loud? And I would have to say to you, not exactly, though it could. Romans 12:1 says, I appeal to you, therefore, brothers, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual worship. You see, worship is not just singing or songs or even music. Worship is what we offer God. Our lives, our obedience, our dreams, our choices, our very identity should be found in Jesus so that all we do and all we are is lived in surrender to God. The word worship comes from an Old English word, worthship. In other words, whatever we give worth to is what we worship. If we value our jobs as the most important thing in our lives, or what we give the most worth, then we're worshiping it. If we place our children on such a pedestal that they're all important and have the most worth, then we've begun to worship them. Anything other than God that takes our utmost devotion and commitment is called an idol in the Bible, then we have to be careful to not worship anything more than God. When we place Christ at the center of our lives and let the Lord be the focus of our hearts, everything else can fall into its rightful place. You know, to be passionate about something means that we believe in it with all of our hearts, that our emotion and will is connected to that person or thing. To be a passionate worshiper means we long to live a life that honors God with all that we do, to love him with all that we are, our heart, our soul, our mind, and our strength. When we love him that way, it will naturally spill out into how we love people, how we serve him, how we worship him, how we give, and how we offer our lives for his glory. It might even make us sing really loud. At South City Church, we hope our partners are people who love Jesus and are passionate about who he is and what he has done and is doing in us. That passion should lead us to a serious pursuit of knowing Christ and honoring him with all we are and all we do. Jesus said in Matthew 22 that the greatest commandment in all of Scripture is to love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind, and to love your neighbor as yourself. In other words, we should love God with all we are and all we have. That's passionate worship. And when we live like that, it will even affect how we love people as well. In the Garden of Gethsemane, we see Jesus in his most trying moment of humanity in Mark 14. He fell to the ground. He prayed that if possible, the hour might pass from him. Abba, Father, he said, everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me, yet not what I will, but what you will. You know, when I read that, I believe that's the most selfless example of passionate worship there is. It's where Jesus shows us that even in our most difficult moments in life, we must trust and obey our Father. When we choose obedience and surrender over our will, we're offering our very best worship to the Lord, just as Jesus did. The Church of Jesus is called to worship this way. Our lives are being offered in living sacrifice, total dependence, and glorious surrender. Sometimes that looks like trusting Jesus in the scariest moment of our lives. And other times it's singing over one another in a large gathering or in many family gatherings where relationships are forged in a living room. May our love of Jesus overflow from our hearts as more than songs to lives lived with passion and obedience. Passionate worshipers, that's a part of who we want to be at South City Church.